What's going on? Backwoods Barber here. So I'm gonna give you a quick update. I actually came in the shop just to load up some stuff and do some things. So most of you watch the channel, I haven't filmed in a while. Reason being, I've been so swamped I can't record. It's just I got so many heads to cut that it's just hard to even record these days. But with that said, you remember last year Hurricane Milton flooded my shop and I came to this shop. I've been here for 11 months and 2 weeks. And it will be a year next month, 2 weeks from now. So how are things going? Really good. The shop is booming. There's a lot of people, a lot of clients. It's crazy. Like I'm just blessed by God to have the amount of clients I have. I cut nonstop all day, every day, make a great living. I could use another barber, but I've tried a couple. They didn't work. It is what it is. In this video, I'm going to get to that. For barber owners when you're hiring people. All right, so let's get right to it. Barber owners, when you're hiring barbers, and for the barbers who are looking to work in a shop, things you gotta look out for on both sides. Obviously, you know, you got your commission shops, your booth rent shops, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole other video, commission versus booth rent. I got a video on that down below. My shop right here has a ton of walk-ins, a lot of volume. So before we even get into my negatives, positives, rules, you can make a living working here. You can come here and have 0 clients if you can cut good. If you can't cut good, that's on you. You won't have no clients. If you cut good, you'll be able to make a decent living here. 100%. You'll be a 6-figure barber all day long renting a booth. I guarantee it. Trust me. If you don't believe it, come on down, check out Santana's barbershop. You'll make good money. So, barber owners, me, when I'm hiring a barber, I have a contract. You got to have a contract. Because if you don't have a contract and you try to enforce rules you never told them about, you can't get mad when they don't listen. So I'm going to break down a little bit of my contracts that I have as a barbershop owner. Number 1, I have a dress code. I don't care. You're not coming in with slides, baggy pants, none of that. You're going to wear a black jacket. The only reason I got this shirt on under here, it is what it is. But you're going to wear a black jacket, black shorts or pants, you know, dark color hat if you got one, and dark color sneakers. The sneakers, I budge on because I know a lot of Jordans are different colors, and I wear different color sneakers, so I budge on the sneakers thing. The sneakers thing is cool. But you got to wear a black jacket and black pants, hands down, a hat, no political stuff, nothing that insults nobody. Number 1, first rule, okay? Second rule, booth rent. My booth rent here is a certain price. If you're interested in working here, you want what the booth rent is, message me, I'll let you know. Booth rent, when you come here, your first week is free. That's for you to try out my shop. If you don't like my shop, you don't like my rules, my gift to you is all the customers you got for free. Bye, Felicia. You can leave. I don't care. If you like it, that next coming Tuesday, it says it in the rules. I don't want to ask you. 9 o'clock in the morning, before you even touch your station, you hand me my booth rent. That's it. I don't care. I don't want to be, oh, I got to cut a couple heads. No. If you don't pay, you don't get to cut no heads until you pay me. I don't care. It don't matter. Now, if you had a week where you didn't make no money, which that won't happen here, it's a little circumstantial sometimes, but it comes to the point where after your first week, you should have built your clients. You should have made enough money to pay your booth rent times 3 or 4. Anyway, that's a big rule I got. Another rule I got, I am picky on sanitation and cleaning. My shop is super clean. This shop always looks like no one's cutting hair in it. This is what I do. Customer gets in the chair. When they're getting their haircut, when I spin them around and I show them when they're all done, I tell the customer, give me 1 second, I'm going to get it cleaned up, I'll get you out of the chair. That's my exact words to every customer. Anyone who's been in my shop knows what I say. I take my blower, blow around everything, all around the back of my station, blow it all to the front, sweep it all to the sweeper machine. When it's totally clean, I take their neck strip off, put it in the garbage. Neck strips never hit the ground in the shop. That's a pet peeve of mine. Neck strips don't hit the ground. Then I tell them to get up and they walk out. Now the reason why I do that is we have a front area. And I don't want that front area, I don't want to have to sweep that front area. Now if you got neck strips in here and people are walking through here going to the front area, which is behind the camera right now, it's going to get dirty. And I'm going to have to stop and sweep it up. So I'm big on that rule. I am big on that rule. You cannot be filthy here. You have to clean up, get your, have everything clean. So when the next customer walks in, you're not cleaning nothing. you're good. I clean my clippers as I go. So when I get the customer out the chair, my clippers are back on the chargers, my station's blown off, everything's blown off, and the next customer comes in and sits in. Would you want to go to a restaurant and sit at a dirty table? Amen. There we go. So that's another rule I got. Another rule I have here. When you get up, if you're done cutting hair, these ring lights, shut them off. Don't leave them on. Don't have me shut them off either. I pay the electric bill here. This is, 1,500 square foot shop. Electric bill gets heavy, so I'll say as soon as you're done cutting, if you have no customers, you want to go outside, congregate, whatever some of you guys do, I have no idea what you do out there out front, shut your lights off. Station clean, chair facing forward, just how mine is, chair facing forward, it needs to look like that, and the apron folded. Those are my rules, all right? With that said, I don't think those are hard rules. If you're going to come here and make 6 figures, those aren't hard rules. Another thing, no drugs. You can't smell like weed. You can't smoke weed on your lunch break. I don't care what you do when you go home. You can't smell like it here. No drugs allowed in this building. I don't want anyone to smell. If you look like you're intoxicated, you go home. You go home. If it's the end of the day and we lock the door up, we got 2 customers, we're having a couple of beers after the shop's closed, it is what it is. No drugs though. A couple of beers, whatever. 0 drug policy here. 0 tolerance. So if you smell like weed in here, it ain't happening. People come to this shop. I cut the mayor of Webster. I cut a lot of commissioners. I cut permit guys. I cut people that work in the city. They come here, and I cut cops. They come here because they don't have that here. This is not a hood shop. I used to work in a hood shop, play rap music and stuff, which is cool. I love those kind of shops because I was brought up in the hood. I grew up in a hood shop. I played rap music. I worked in Spanish shops, black shops, everything. But in this shop, I just play 80s. I keep it calm, and I play salsa music on Saturdays. I'm half Puerto Rican. That's the music policy here. 80s. That's it. All right. Next. Let me see. What is another rule I have here? What's another rule I have here? All right. The doors open for the barbers to come in at 9 o'clock. You come in through the back door. Not 8:50, not 8:55, 9 o'clock. Why do I do that? The shop opens at 9. I, being the owner, sometimes I get customers that want special appointments. And I only do appointments 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I charge them $20 more for their appointment on top of their cut. But that's a closed shop cut, kind of like you're in a private studio. No one comes in here. I don't care if it's line outside. No one comes in. Do not knock on the door 8:30, 8:04. It's just because I like to be able to get a couple of cuts in so I can get a little money in my pocket, deal with my high-priced customers, okay, and just have the peace of my own shop. Sometimes if I don't have a high-paying client that takes up those slots, I'll go to the back couch, I'll lay down, close my eyes, meditate, whatever, just clear my mind. 9 o'clock, open the door, barbers come in, crowd comes in, boom. When you as a barber try to come in earlier, you walk in the door, everybody pours in. Now you messed up my whole, people are paying more to have a closed shop for their cuts, why they're paying more. So I'll tell any barbers that work here, this is the rule, and it's in your contract. You do not come in that door until 9. I think I put like 8:55 or something on the contract, and it's the back door. Okay? That's it. I don't care if you see me up in here cutting 6 in the morning. Don't think you're going to come in here and start cutting. Your contract says the shop we made available to you from 9 to 5 and maybe a little bit later if we're real busy. That's it. Not open on Sundays, not open on Mondays. Another 2 rules I have. I don't care. This is the thing, man. You train your customers, don't let your customers train you. I'm old school. Shops don't open on Monday. That's it. That's how it is, and I'm keeping to that. Them other guys want to open Monday. You want to know why? They're desperate. They need work. You see them people in here on Sunday cutting hair. They don't have work. This shop, you don't have to work on Sunday. You don't have to work on Monday. Man, I don't even got to work Saturday sometimes. This shop is that busy. But that's part of my rules. So you just take a gist of that, and you can put it all together and figure it out. All right? Another thing, too, no eating at your chair. I don't want popcorn, food, nothing. Even when I have a Slim Jim, I come up here and eat it. Any food, you have a barber's lounge for that. I have a big fridge for you back there, a microwave, coffee maker, everything you want back there, you can eat back there. No eating at your station. That's just it. That's it. No eating at your station. If you got a Slim Jim in your hand, something you're throwing in your mouth like that's in a wrapper, but if you're going to pick up chips and stuff, no. All right, so I'm real picky on those things. And since it's in the contract, if you're a barber coming to my barber shop, You can't complain when I tell you, man, turn that light off. Man, clean your station. I told you 4 times before the customer. You can't complain because you've already signed a paper agreeing that you're going to follow those rules. Now, if you didn't sign that paper, you could tell me, hey, bro, you need to relax. But no, you signed a paper. Coming into this door, you signed a paper. And this is for all. I've had like 4 or 5 barbers work here, and I've had different problems with each barber. Okay? None of them are bad problems, like we were going to fight or nothing. But it was just like, just little things that I wanted, and whatever. Some barber, and most of the barbers remove their self. A couple I had to remove. You got different, now this is for the barbershop owners. You got different kinds of barbers that are going to come work for you. You got the, I just got out of school, don't know how to cut. Them people right there, I don't take them here. This is not a school. You got the, I went to school, I know how to cut, I'm good. But then them guys never fucking show up. You're like, damn, man. I mean, show up. They don't show up. Then you have the, I've worked in barbershops, I managed them, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to control stuff. Only dick swinging here's mine, my friend. This is how it works when you work here. You manage your station. Every single walk-in that walks in the door, you don't greet them. I'm the owner. I greet them. I say, hey, sir, how you doing? Good morning. If it's one of my clients, they hop in the chair. If I don't recognize them, I always say, hey, have you been here before? No, you haven't been here before. If you haven't been here before, I ask them, is there a barber that you want to cut your hair? Because sometimes people say, Santana, they sent me to come to you. But if they say I have no preference, bam, I'm spreading them out to the barbers, walk-ins. That's open game. But I'm the one that controls the flow of that door. When you got somebody walking the door and you got a bunch of barbers jumping, hey, man, you need to cut. Nah, nobody wants it, especially in Bush. Nobody wants that. So that's another rule in my shop. You don't greet customers at the door. Unless you look at me when they're parking and go, hey, that's one of mine. I'm done. I'm zipped. That's one of yours. That is, if one of your customers come here, I'm zipped. Good morning. That's about it. I don't say nothing. That's your customer. I don't even try to butter them up to get them in my chair. None of that crap. So I do that. And then I hand out the walk-ins like usual. You got the one barbers that want to control everything. Hey, man, nobody wants to kill that noise. Nobody wants to hear it. In my shop, they don't want to hear that crap. Maybe in another shop, they want to hear that. So I've dealt with those different kind of barbers. The barbers that want to be in charge, think they're the manager, want to run my shop. And you got the barbers who are good and don't show up. And you got the barbers who just can't cut. And you got the barbers who went to school, can cut and don't show up, or show up late and don't pick up their phone. So you got all those kind of barbers you got to deal with, all them kind of people. It's like, and that's the main kind of barbers you deal with. The ones that want to run your shop, think they're the hottest shit in the world. The barbers that are good and don't show up. The barbers that aren't good and do show up all the time, but they're not good. They're standing there, but they can't do a skin face. You can't give them no cuts. It's a lot of information in this video. But that's what I've been dealing with. And barbershop owners have a contract. I don't care if you want the dude to walk in every single day and put a mitt in his mouth, his breath stinks. Put it in the contract. So if he walks in, his breath stinks, and he ain't got a mitt in his mouth, and say, hey, man, that's in your contract. Put a mitt in your mouth. And I'm being sarcastic. I would never make nobody do that personal. I mean, you have to have good hygiene. But, like the jackets, you need to wear a black jacket. You want to come in here wearing a jacket that says Knicks or whatever, Jordan on it. No. Black jacket. And I'll even buy you your jacket, and I pay for the Santana stitching on the back. So if you say, hey, man, I don't want to wear a black jacket. It's $60. You know what I do? No problem, brother. I'll buy you one. I'll have it here in about 24 hours. You'll have a brand new jacket. Avoid the problem. So barbers, shop owners have a contract. Have a contract with every single thing you want in it from the time they come in. Another thing, too, I don't give nobody a key. You're not getting a key to my shop. You're not getting the key. You're not getting the alarm code. You crazy? Here's my reasoning on it. Number one, I don't know you. I don't trust anybody. Bottom line. I will be here every single day it says that we have hours of operation. I am guaranteeing you, as the owner, I will be here with the door open at 9 o'clock every single day that you are to work here. I will never, ever, ever hold you back. And if I can't make it here, my wife will open the door. So that's why you never get a key. It's a guaranteed open. And those hours that are on the door, it's guaranteed to be open the door, no matter what. I don't give nobody a key. Here's the reason why, okay? Say I get some guy who wants to work here. Some guy, Julio. Hey, man, can I get a key? Yeah, man, here's a key. Now what happens? All of a sudden, some shit gets stolen. Now, if no one had a key, I'm in my head going, damn, man, somebody must have broke in, a customer. But if someone got a key, the first thing I'm thinking is, all right, who else got access here? So by me not giving you a key, your name is not in it. You're not a thought of something that would have happened. If something were to break in, stolen, somebody to get in, you're not a thought because you don't have a key. So it protects you and protects me. Once again, barbers, make sure you read your contract that the store owner gives you. And when you agree to it, you can't get mad. You can't get mad. If you're sitting in your chair and you're eating a friggin' tuna fish sandwich or whatever you're eating, a ham and cheese sandwich or whatever, Sprouts, whatever you're eating, and I tell you, bro, take it to the back. You can't be like, man. It's in your contract. And you'll notice that coming from the owner point of view, if the barber read his contract, he won't really get mad. He'll just move. But if he didn't read his contract, he wouldn't. If you don't have a contract, it's like, you run wild. You can't run wild. So barbershop owners, make sure you give a contract to all your barbers. So when you enforce your rules, they can never get mad because you can pull up that contract and say, listen, you signed right here. Barbers, read your contract so you know the rules. Because some barbershops might have weird rules. Some barbershops might say, hey, you got to rock a pink hat. I mean, I would never do that. But some barbershops got funky-ass rules. Some barbershops tell you you can have your, and I just heard of this one actually. I just heard it. I just heard of this recently, that you can have your clients, but all walk-ins are considered commission. That's a funky-ass rule. But if you signed a contract on it, but if you didn't sign the contract on it, you could debate it. Say, hey, man, I don't want to do that. Give me a new, and then tell them sign a new contract or you're gone. So once again, pound it in your head. Barbershop owners, give your barbers a contract. Make them read it thoroughly. Look them in the face. Say, did you read it? Do you agree? I highly enforce these rules. Barbers, read the rules. If there's something you don't like, discuss it right there. Get it amended. Have them sign it. This will make everything real good. I don't have no barbers working in here. These chairs is all empty except for mine. Honestly, I don't care. I got no problem making a couple of bands a week. It doesn't matter to me. I do like some help sometimes, but if someone's not going to follow my rules, I would rather have them chairs empty. Empty. And I'll just cut all day long. Your loss, my gain. Backwards Barber, out.